Hi guys, Dan and Sarah here again, .com Homestead. Today we're going to do a little unboxing. We got a knife we ordered online, very popular right now. Very curious to see what it is. It's a Japanese knife. They say it's supposed to be really sharp, very easy to use, ergonomically correct for your hands, for cooking. So we're going to give it a shot today. They wrap it real good. Okay, now I ordered the sheath that it's supposed to come with, and I figure if this thing is as sharp as they say it is, I don't want this just laying around for anybody to run their fingers across it. So let's see what we got here. That's a very impressive case. Very impressive indeed. A nice little card here. Don't know what that's all about. Got a bunch of other little cards inside. Must be some kind of special offers. You know how that works. Sharpening stones, so forth and so forth. Okay. We don't need that. Let's get this knife out. Okay, first off, I see it has the full tang all the way down, so this blade is not going to break. This blade is probably about 3/16 inch thick. It's got the surface here to where as things come up, they won't stick to this. Nice hole in the middle. I'm liking the feel of this already. Beautiful oak handle, looks like. Redwood? I think it's oak. But this bad boy is definitely not for the weak. We'll take the point guard off. Won't be needing that. Set this off to the side. And like I said, I got the sheath that goes with it, because this blade, the old ancient samurai take their blades and they fold it over and over and over and over again, where they got the quality, thickness, strength, and the sharpness. Bet you this right here probably cut through a lot of things right at this moment. Hopefully not my fingers. And here's the sheath for it. I'm liking this. Don't stab myself. Set it inside, fold it over, and boom, I got me a belt loop. Snaps into place. Nice leather. I'd probably be treating that if I'm going to take it outdoors. But for right now, that is a very impressive knife. For the price, I am very impressed. That's a heavy, heavy knife. That's not going to slip out of your fingers. It's not going to go anywhere. The regular knives, you're holding it up on top and slicing down, which is fine. I have no problem with that. But with this, I have cutting, poking. I have complete control of this. So, very happy with this. Alright, so today we're going to put this to use. And we're going to try to make something here that everybody's been kind of wanting me to make. Today we're going to try to do some, let's see if I can even say it right, some sweet pickled jalapeno red peppers. That's what we're going to try today. So we'll try our knife right out here. So far this bad boy is just slicing right through this really easily. Got to be a little careful. New knife, not sure how it's going to work, but we're going to try it. Get them out of the way. I'm not going to fight it anymore. There we go. Seeds out. And we'll just proceed to slice it right in half. Oh. Tell you what, guys, this knife just glides like butter through it. That, I'm impressed so far. Very impressed. Big, big peppers. Right. Tell you what, that's a pretty impressive cut. Lay it down, rock it back. Don't have to cut it. Just let the blade do its job. Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. Trying to keep my fingers out of the way until I get used to it. All I gotta say is wow, this is definitely a good purchase right there. I like that. Let me get the rest of these all cut up and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. Got my bowl of red peppers. I also cut up some jalapenos. That's what's going to give it its little bite. Don't want to bore you cutting all that up. Everybody knows how to do that. Cut off the ends, slice it down the middle, clean out the seeds. You're done. Just that simple. Very easy, very easy. What we're going to do is we're going to take the red peppers. We're just going to stuff them down inside the jar. You've seen this probably a million times before. Everybody does this. Just shove them in as tight as you can get them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw me a jalapeno or two in here. Mix them up a little bit. Put another jalapeno down inside there, I hope. Goes. We're getting tight on this one. I think I can get some more in there. Try another piece. There we go. Okay, now that one right there is not going to fall out. holding steady. It's a pretty good packed jar. Okay, that I can live with. I know the red peppers and that curl around, so they don't go in real straight. We know that, which is fine. It's easy enough. But as long as they stay in there, I'm good to go. Let me get some more jars here and that, and we'll pick it all up. Some more. Try to put the curls down this time. See what happens. That might help. See how many we can get into here. Thing. It's coming out. Good deal. Alright, let me finish these all up and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got our jars all stuffed. Got them all ready to go. I think I got about 5 jars here ready to go. I also went and made the brine. The brine's very easy. 2 cups of your white vinegar, and then 1.5 cups of sugar. I use just regular white sugar. You can use brown sugar. I don't know about powdered sugar, but brown sugar would work pretty good too. I like the white because it keeps the color of everything. The brown sugar will make the liquid brown, okay, obviously. And I just think the white just makes it look a lot nicer. So basically all you got to do now is just take and the 2 cups of white vinegar, 1.5 cups of your sugar, and then I also throw in a tablespoon of red pepper flakes. I like my pickles a little spicy. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. It won't change anything. It's just I like mine a little spicy, and I think it adds some good flavor to it. You don't have to put that much in. Try it. See if you like it. If not, then don't do it again. That's not a big thing. So basically all you want to do is just cover everything with liquid. Then just put your lid. I'm using the reusable lids. You can still use the regular canning lids, the metal with the ring. It doesn't matter. Any jar will work as long as it has a good seal up on top and everything is below the liquid line. Close her down, and all you got to do is just put that in the refrigerator. Now, I would probably suggest at least a good 8 to 12 hours right off the bat. The brine is a little warm as it's coming out. The brine, like I said, it's very simple, very easy. You get yourself a saucepan. I like to add my sugar first, the dry ingredient. Then I pour my 2 cups of white vinegar in on top, and my pepper flakes all at the same time. Set it on high. Make sure you constantly stir it until it boils. If you let it sit, the sugar will burn and it'll make a mess. It's just easier. It only takes a few minutes. Once it comes to a boil, you're going to add 2 cups of ice. And the 2 cups of ice, you just stir it in until it's all dissolved. That's where you get a lot of good volume coming into this as far as for the liquid content. After that, you just pour it into the cups and you're all ready to go. So basically, this is how easy it is, It's real simple, real easy. And I suggest don't throw away the brine afterwards, because you can always add more stuff to it. Try green peppers. You can do green beans, pickles, just everything jalapeno if you'd like. But it is a very simple, easy recipe, and the brine can be reused, so there's nothing wrong with that. So, but once again, the husk knife. I'll leave a link down below if you're interested in getting one. Yes, I am an affiliate. We do get something for this, but that does not change the price. You'll get it for the same price I got it for, and it's a fantastic knife. So far, I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with this, and I think you're going to see a lot more of it. So, all right, guys, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. Sarah really likes to see everybody, all the good times and stuff. So, until next time, you guys all take care. Other than that, y'all have a good afternoon. Bye now.